They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Simple dive up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Back to the well again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
11.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. This one's caught. That's a Cleveland touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns go up 10-zip here in the first. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. He'll throw it. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he is on 3rd and long. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers face a 4-point deficit. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it!
And that block's going to take a little bit of the sting away from giving up the touchdown. I'll tell you, that's exactly, if you're in that special teams unit, how you want to start this game, playing hard, executing well, and putting a little seed of doubt and thought on the special teams unit on the other side.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Brown on the inside give. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Here's Brown again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Our score... We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it.
Here we go, here we go.
They're looking down a 3rd and 3. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
From the 43. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here we go.
On the ground, Brown. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
On 1, right?
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Get set. Stop.
From the 29. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Still inches to go on 3rd down.
11 MT take. 11 MT take. Stop.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
Trying for it with Burrow. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Brown on the carry. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7.
Gun. Got.
Burrow from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and take some of the starch out of that front seven.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Now looking to throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing deep for the end zone. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 11.
On first down, here's Burrow. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Burrow to the air now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Hauled in left side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. From the 17. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Here's 2nd and 7. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Pass play coming here. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll throw it. That's completed right side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Browns will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's loaded another one up. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Has this at the 6. And look at this return. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's a throw. He puts everything behind this one. And they pick him off again. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Here we go.
Going with Brown on the ground. And he's going to be bottled up after taking it down to the 43. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention.
On one, ready?
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Burrow. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That one's complete, right side. And this one does not go far. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Marvin Mims. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. He'll look to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Second and 10 now. He finds his running back deep down the left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. He tries to sneak it, and he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, and the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. Has a hole left, room to run. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns make it a 3-possession game. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it. Wow, the kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. And he isn't going to get there. First time they tried for 2 tonight, but it's unsuccessful. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is brought in at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Butker with the extra point. And the Steelers drop the lead back to 13. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12, 12.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Wiley hauls it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
It is Cup, left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Working quickly here. 2nd and 3. Connects with Wiley. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 1, ready?
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Trying for it with Burrow. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll run here on 1st down. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he's tackled for a short gain. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few. He's going to throw this one. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Burrow. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They're running again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow from the gun. The throw is caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's fighting for it, but will not get there. They stall the run out, and that's a safety.
Kate, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage. Goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns nearing their second win in the campaign. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
Play action now. Burrow bails out of the pocket quick. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns have likely locked up the win right there. That one right down the middle. And the Browns grow the lead now to 22 points. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing now from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's out of bounds, looks like right at midfield. They'll come up first and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Browns take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of motion.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Trying to push it deep. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Motioning him from the slot right. So the Browns come away with the win.